Whoops, welcome to Ikate's Crossing. Okay, so I'm a little bit late in doing this month's Wheel of the Year card for July. Let me just type that in. I haven't even typed it in. I'm so bad. Whoops, here we go. So, this is Wheel of the Year. Whoops, I can't even spell it. Wheel of the Year. Reading, and I want to smallen the... Whoops, Wheel of the Year reading. And we are July 3, and it is Justice. Okay, so here we are with the card. I just want to sort of spend a bit of a moment. This is what I do. Create just raw in the moment. Don't worry about editing too much. But anyway, so this is what I've done. The Wheel of the Year reading with the Angel Tarot by Jayne Wallace. And the card is Justice. So let's have a look and see what justice is all about. For me, justice is about that sense of equilibrium, legalities. I do feel like there is that sense of trying to find a sense of balance with the truth of the situation, being able to face the facts. That can be a difficult thing. It's not about your perspective. It's more about the actual facts of the situation. Even if it's stuff that we want to deny, we do need to look at the consequences of any actions that are taken. So an interesting card. Now, in this deck, it is number 8. The Angel of Integrity sword stands for punishment and the scales compassion. So a fair decision must be made. The feather is a symbol of angelic protection and represents smart, the ancient Egyptian ideal of truth, balance and justice. Mat was also a goddess who used a feather to weigh the souls of the departed in the afterlife. The Angel of Integrity's number is 8, the number of change, the consequence of a decision. Keywords is law, balance, morals, truth, decisions, fairness and authority. Meaning the Angel of Integrity can indicate a legal decision, or that you will get to see the truth of a matter another way. If you deserve justice, you will have it. If you don't, you may be called to account for your actions. Equally, the card may show that someone close to you is guilty of hypocrisy, or has tried to discredit or mislead you. And if so, that person will be exposed. Also indicates that you should give fair attention to your work, life and balance. The angel message is fairness and truth are important to you now. Seek the answers you need and accept the facts. Power affirmation. I have balanced outlook and treat others fairly. Okay, so where does this card... What is the true message of this card? It does... When you do one tarot card, it does give you a bit of an open-ended message, in that there's lots of layers to it. So let's use the Crystal Power Tarot by Jayne Wallace as well. And let's have a look and see what message... Ooh. Interesting. Okay. We've got King of Cups with Angel Aura Quartz. And the affirmation on this card is, I am my own anchor. So when I think of that, I am my own anchor, it's sort of a reminder to sort of ground our emotions, to acknowledge our emotions, to maybe don't let our emotions get the better of us. Be careful about dipping our toe into too much. Here we've got the Hanged Man with selenite. With I can see the situation another way. So we're talking about the sense of integrity, honesty, being able to find a sense of equilibrium, see the truth, make a fair decision. And I think that comes down to making sure that you are not letting your emotions get the better of you at the overall, and being able to see the situation from another perspective, to see a different viewpoint, being able to be open to other viewpoints, other options, other possibilities. Okay, what else? When we're talking about justice, when we're talking about integrity, we're talking about legalities, we're talking about fairness in the decisions that need to be made. And so we've got the High Priestess here. My intuition guides me to the truth. So it's, yeah, don't let your emotions get the better of you. Trust your intuition, because it's going to, with lapis lazuli, so it is going to allow you to have that divine awareness, that connection to what's going on, to the truth of the situation. That knowledge, that wisdom comes from within, comes from the ancestors, come from knowledge gained through experience. So there's a lot of stuff that needs to be unpacked here when we're looking about the integrity. We're talking about justice in many ways. I love that, the way these cards work together. Okay. Now, yeah, it's about that connection to the past. With Six of Cups, with Aquamarine, I remember and treasure past happiness. So again, with the secrets of the past, the knowledge of the past, that stuff that's hidden, being able to see things from a different perspective, knowing that our consequences, our actions do have consequences, very important. So we've got to make sure that we've got fair decisions that need to be made, and it comes from being able to see things from a different perspective, making sure that we don't let our emotions get the better of us. We look at our past knowledge, our wisdom, we trust our own intuition. Again, we have that sense of the past. Oh, interesting. Okay, oops, here we go. One more card we have is the Knight of Pentacles. I deserve financial security. So with that, I think you're moving slowly. You're feeling, I think this is a lot about just being able to move through life, being able to budget, making sure, you know, don't let your emotions get the better of you. The consequence of any actions comes from saving your money, maybe not spending it all in one go. Maybe this month I need to make sure, you know, when it comes to consequences of actions, could it be to do with my finances? Do I need to make sure that I'm not spending it all in one go? Again, that's saving, putting money a little bit aside for the time. I make empowered choices with the Emperor. So making sure any choices that I make, it allows me to be empowered on my journey. And again, my intuition guides me in the right decision with the Moon card here. Again, about moving through into new possibilities, new cycles, allowing myself to face the unknown by putting aside a little bit each day, saving, making sure I'm not spending all my money in one go. Oh, I think that's very important when it comes to the finance side of things as well. Don't let my emotions, because sometimes we buy on an emotional aspect, and that could be with the consequence of any action. So if I spend all the money, then I'm going to be things. So I need to come from my past experiences with that side of it. The knowledge comes from the past, so I need to trust my intuition in that. Interesting, that's come up twice with both the Moon and the High Priestesses, is about trusting my intuition when it comes to the saving money, putting money aside, being able to see things from all angles, all possibilities. Interesting. And I just had a thought in regards to power with the winter months. It means that I've been putting the heater on a little bit more, so I do need to make sure I've got money aside for that. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so that's it from me for the month of July. There'll be a lot of stuff I've got to reflect on, I've got to think about. So don't forget to check the links down below, check the links on my channel, like, subscribe and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care and blessed be.